Good morning, kids. How are you all? I hope you all had a great vacation by spending good time doing some innovative things. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to grade 6. I'm GB Jaran and I'll be taking social science this year. So let's start the class. This year's social science textbook has 3 parts, that is history, geography, and the third part is social and political life. So here in this history part, it consists of chapters from 1 to 12. Geography part consists of chapters from 12 to 19, and the third part, that is social and political life, it consists of chapters from 20 to 25. So let's start this class. The first chapter, and the name of the chapter is History, When, Where and How. So kids, you all might have some idea about history as we have discussed about it in grade 5. So what is history? History is derived from a Greek word historia, which means inquiry or investigation. Or in simple words, we can say finding out something from the past. So let's define history. It is the past record of people, places and events arranged in an order. So once again, it is defined as the past record of people, places and events. Now, do you know who is known as the father of history? As you can see the picture, Herodotus is known as the father of history and he was a famous Greek historian. Now here you can see a new term and the term is chronology. So we know that all the events that happen, it happens in an order. So what do you mean by chronology? It is defined as the order of arranging the events that happened first, then followed by the events that happened later. Once again, it is defined as the order of arranging the events that happened first, then followed by the events that happened later. So this is chronology. Now, the next thing that you might be thinking would be, why do we need to study history? Now here, there are few points which will make you understand the importance of studying history. And they are, by studying history, we come to know about our ancestors, how they lived, where they lived, what they ate, their agricultural practices, irrigation, animal husbandry and so on. And also, when we study history, we come to know about the kings, queens, leaders and the common people's contribution in our society and culture. Even while studying history, we come to know about the script development, that is how the writing was developed and also how the language that we speak today have come into being. So by studying history, we come to know all these things. And there are people, the experts who study about the history. They are known as historians and the archaeologists. Now, the next topic is date in history. So kids, in history, you might have noticed dates written as BC and AD. So here, BC means before Christ, that is the number of year before the Christ was born. And AD means Anno Domini, that means the number of years after the birth of Jesus Christ. But nowadays, instead of BC, we say BCE, and instead of AD, we say CE, where CE stands for Common Era. So BCE, we say before Common Era, and for CE, we say Common Era. Now, this is the timeline which the historians use to study about the past. Now, here you can see a center point. It is the reference point of this timeline and it is marked as 1 CE. Now, for example, if it is mentioned 500 BCE, that means you have to count backward from this reference point, that is CE, and it means that 500 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. Another example, if it is mentioned 1000 CE, that means 1000 Common Era, and this time we need to count forward, and it means that 1000 years after the birth of Jesus Christ. So this is the timeline which is used by the historians to study about the past. The next thing that we are going to discuss is that the historians, they have divided the past into two divisions, and they are, the first one is prehistory, the second one is history. So let's discuss one by one. The first one is prehistory. Now this is the period of the past that is before the invention of writing. So this period does not have any written records. And here the early humans, they were hunter-gatherers. That means they used to hunt wild animals, caught fish, bird, and they used to gather fruits, wild berries, seeds, leaves. So that's why they were known as hunter-gatherer. And for this, they need to move from one place to another. They did not have a permanent shelter. So to learn about the prehistoric people, the archaeologists, they dig deep into the ground and they study the sources of history, that is the archaeological sources, and with the help of these sources, they study about that period. These archaeological sources consist of tools, jewelries, pots and pans, bones, monuments, buildings, and so on. So let's define this term archaeologist. The person who study about the human past life and activities is known as archaeologist. The next term is archaeology. Now this is the study of the human past life and activities using remains and material remains. So here material remains means the things that were used by the early people during that period, such as tools, pottery, coins, jewelry, stone walls, monuments, buildings, and so on. So this was about prehistory. Now the second division is history. So it is the period of the past, that is after the invention of writing. So this period has written records. So early days, early humans, they lived in caves and they used to draw and write on the walls of the caves. Later on, they started writing on pillars, rocks, palm leaf, clay tablets, barks of the birch trees. So this was about the history period. Now, this history period is again divided into three subdivisions, and they are ancient period, medieval period, and modern period. There are many other experts and scholars who help us to know about the past, like the historians, archaeologists, anthropologists, zoologists, geologists, and physicists. So here, historians, they are the people who study and writes about the past, whereas archaeologists are the people or the scientists who study about the past using different archaeological sources, that is the material remains of the people. So this was about historians and archaeologists. There is an activity for you. You have to find out who are these persons, that is anthropologist, zoologist, geologist, and physicist. You have to write a short note about them. After writing it, you have to submit in teams. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.